Hey bestie, my name is God's Beauty Israel. Thank you so much for always tuning in to Aggressive Gala. But research has shown that you've probably not subscribed to our channel. Make a no fight you, but what are you waiting for? Quickly click that button now and subscribe so you don't miss out on all the juices. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Gossip Gala. I mean, if it's not Gossip Gala, it can never be Gossip Gala. And my name is God's Beauty Israel, aka the Lady Vibe, aka Planty Planty, aka Gossip Body. I'm excited this morning. Or do I say afternoon? What's going on? I heard there's protest somewhere. What are you protesting for exactly? I'm so confused. That okay, I mean, see, I hear you. I hear you. EFCC allegedly went to, arrest VDM, right? And GMT, what do they call the bank again? GT Bank. I get it. But which one be say on a con they protest on top the matter? Like, why is it that we are not always more concerned about what exactly is pinching us? We'll be all right. I beg, with me is the most beautiful, the most intellectual. Come on. When you see her, you know that there's a lot to talk about. You understand? Yeah. I literally like to call her entertainment herself. Hey, I have another person than Oyime.
But you can call me Ogaraya.
Okay. Easy, Warnie, Ogaraya. Hey, I like that. How are you, my love?
Good. I'm good.
Let's talk about this Ogaraya. What's going on? Tell me, how did you get that?
So, you see Ogaraya, when I heard Adekule Gold's that song Ogaraya, almost I fell in love with it.
Ooh.
And I was like, what's the meaning of this Ogaraya? I want to know. So I went about asking people, and they were like, Ogaraya means someone with wealth, someone with plenty money, and I'm manifesting money. So I'm like, nah, I have to stick to that name. Ogaraya or nothing. Any other Ogaraya is a counterfeit. Yes, that's it.
Emphasis. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So let's talk about the weekend. I mean, you were with me last week and it was so beautiful. I can't even wait to start this conversation because I know the real tea there. I have Ogaraya with me, so yeah. So let's start with the weekend. Give me a gist. What happened? How was it like? I mean, tell me how you spent your weekend. Were you one of those persons that went to the club, or you're one of those persons that just still to the church whole business? Tell me.
Me, I'm not a club person. Oh.
Really? Why?
I'm not.
In this Lagos?
I'm not. Maybe because I'm still more gets inside.
Really?
So, maybe when I start staying on my own, but I feel like even when I start staying by myself, I don't think I would be.
That's not your kind of person.
Yeah, that's not my kind of person. But during the weekend, I went to GT Food and Drinks Festival.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And
I saw that.
Yeah, so I went there to just go and eat. I'm a foodie. I love to eat. So I went there to eat different things. Then came back to the house, slept. Basically, that's just it. And scroll through TikTok.
As Ogaraya that you are, you enjoy
Ogaraya. If money is water, be money na water.
Money na water.
Money na water.
Same priest on that one.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah.
My weekend wasn't far fresh from yours. I mean, it was enjoyment all the way. Literally, you can see me, but a different hairstyle. Nails on, lashes
you look good,
on.
by the way.
Come on now. Looking
you always
good is
look
good
good.
business.
You always
Come
look
on.
good.
I
give
have
that
to
you.
look good.
Yes,
I cannot be
do.
bearing God's beauty and not be representing the name. You have to see it.
Yeah.
Understand?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I feel like today is going to be very beautiful because of the kind of gossip that we have here on the table. Let's quickly just go straight into Street X. There's a lot happening there. In short, when I saw this tweet, I said, producer on this one, I see you. All right, from Akim, we have here 5 years relationship. They should just apologize to each other and continue. I beg. Emphasis. Make we no go far. Make we no go far. You understand? I'll read it again and it says 5 years relationship. They should just apologize to each other and continue. I beg. Because yes, now that 5 years, what's your they go fight? And on our call start back again. Just I forgive you. I forgive you. Oh yeah, let's continue. I don't know if you get the shade.
I get it, but in what scenario? There are different types of relationship problem.
Yeah.
So what if it's the one you can't forgive? What do you do?
The president is just making emphasis on the 5 years.
Okay,
that it's
5
a long
years.
time.
It's a long time.
Exactly. First of all, I have an issue with people that stay in a relationship for a long time. Honestly
I've been in
speaking,
a
I do.
relationship of 6 years.
Eh?
Yes.
Wait, like when we say relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend.
Yes, like serious. It was actually very serious. This is
Are you
not
still? You said what? So you're no longer
was. I'm
in.
no longer.
Why? What happened? Oh, this is gossip. Oh, bring it on, Ogaraya.
It was just I think the whole fight or the whole misunderstanding was just, it was not that serious, but I mean everybody just had to go their separate ways.
So let's start from the first year. That's my problem, right? And with your story, we'll be able to dissect. Let's start from the first year. How were you guys together? Like, how was the relationship? Was it even a distance? Let's even understand it.
Okay.
Were you guys often? I mean, seeing yourselves very often, or
We were both in the same school.
Oh,
So
okay.
we were
Uni?
practically, yes, uni.
Okay.
So we're practically together. We're doing almost everything together. You cannot
Lovebirds.
see Nathaniel without seeing me. Like, it
Uh,
was
uh.
just everybody in school knew.
Okay.
Down to even the management and all of that. So it was that serious and all. But I think what affected the relationship was I graduated before this person. Person is a law student, so I graduated before this person. So
Oh.
I mean, different things, different issues here and there, and all of that. Almost everybody just had to like, okay, you know what? Just go your way, and that was it. But I don't say to the glory of God, I'm not giving testimony, but as life may have it, we still talk. We are still very good friends, but we are not dating. Just very good friends, and that's it.
You see,
Yeah.
my problem with relationship that, I mean, go for that long is because most of the time, see, I'm not trying to say you should not be in a relationship for a long time. Again, it depends on really what the reasons, right? Most of the time, it's why people are in a relationship because they said of not being very capable, right? And they are on, okay, let's see how it goes. I like you. So let's keep it going, whatever it takes us to. Whatever.
Mine wasn't like that.
So how was yours like?
It
Was that like a foundation? More like, oh, okay, we are in this relationship because we want to get married.
Yes, it was actually. Do you know that the whole school thought? The whole school thought that I'm not being shy. Like, I'm not going to be like, I'm not going.
Baby,
I'm
spill.
not. The whole school thought that these people are going to get married. It was that bad. Even management to be like, if you don't invite me for your wedding, I'm not going to talk to you guys again.
So why exactly
it was
did
that
people
serious?
go? I mean,
It
how
was that
serious was the problem that you guys were not able to sort out?
He felt
because
like
again, for 6 years, I'm expecting that you guys know yourselves
7.
already.
It was okay. It was when we clocked like 7 years. That was when we now, my mom, everybody was involved in this particular relationship.
Hell.
I'm damn serious. Like, the whole school literally knew. This is not.
I am truly a twin stakeholder because
Yeah.
I don't. You say yeah.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No,
but
I
then
got you. I
again,
got you. I got
yeah.
you.
So
I want us to talk a bit about where exactly was the problem. Why you guys? I mean, I'm believing that for 7 years you guys have known yourself so much.
So much.
For you to be able to
Yeah.
I mean, ignore whatever red flags that it is. I mean, from the first to second, third, I believe you should already know this person so much to know if you want to still stay or to leave. So why exactly did you guys? I mean, clock even up to 7 years, and you were not able to still sort out your differences.
So I feel like it was pressure.
Pressure from
get,
where?
In a way, I had something to a little bit. I had something negative to do about that. It felt like I was putting pressure on him. You get. I like to be with somebody that is up and doing.
I like it.
Like, you have to be. You just have to be. Like, you get. So I don't like it when someone is just there.
Reluctant.
You are just reluctant.
But he's studying law now.
He studied law. So I didn't give him that
Space.
that space to like, okay, we may just he's currently in school, just allow him to graduate and all of that. So I didn't give him that space. I was more like, what are you doing? This, you need to do this, you need to do that. So he felt like, okay, I was putting too much pressure on him, and he couldn't, like, he's like, this guy have already graduated, and she has started saying this, maybe there's somebody giving her what I can't give her and all of that. So, and with the fact that I was always putting this pressure on him, he was like, oh, I beg, just you get, and all of that. It was really, I cried though, but then again, yeah.
That's relationship for you, man. You have to cry.
Yeah.
You not cry. Oh, that's why you've not
But
done
if
anything.
it's something you can overlook, if it's 5 years, 4 years, 6 years, I mean, I'm sorry, take accountability for whatever must have happened. And you guys, as long as both parties still want to continue, then you can go ahead. I don't see why you should, except if it's so serious that, okay, you've weighed the whole thing and you see that, okay,
and
this
that
can't
you're
work,
not gaining
then
and
fine,
all.
fine, yeah.
I actually don't buy the idea of a long-time relationship. I really don't. I don't know how you guys do it. Like, And you know the annoying part. At the end of the day, most of the times you don't go well. I'm not.
True.
I'm not being absolute
True.
about it. That's why I
True.
said most of the times.
True.
I've seen relationships where the two of them are together for 10 years and the girl's done about 8 abortions, and at the end of the day, trended one time on TikTok.
Yeah, I think I
You
saw
saw
it,
that,
yes.
and at the end of the day, the girl was coming on social media to come and cry that she has given everything to this guy. Back of my head, what's the foundation? Even if this guy said he wants to marry you, was he giving you the action? Were you able to see that this relationship was going towards that? Honestly, I don't know how you could do it though. God should not let me be in a relationship for that long, please.
Amen.
Please,
Amen.
please,
Amen.
Please. On to the next. We have here from Fimi. This one says, my problem is I wanna go from having no car to a Mercedes-Benz G63 AMG. That's my problem.
This person, we are thinking alike.
This one is not even we are already thinking alike. I'm not joking.
We are thinking alike.
This is my problem. Just yesterday, I was I was in a ride and I was coming to the island, right? And I was having a conversation. Thank God the person that was the driver was a car lover. Like, so I don't think yesterday's ride was the best ride I've had so far since I started booking rides and all of that. Honestly speaking, it was a car enthusiast and we were just having a conversation. Let me short for you to know how intense and sweet the conversation was. The guy is like, anybody that says he has a car now and doesn't have a Tesla, my guy, you don't have cars
at all. I was scrolling through TikTok yesterday.
Lord, tell me.
And I saw these two couple. I think the guy got a Tesla. And he was like, he told his baby, was like, if you can open this Tesla car, I'm going to give you 500,000. Just open the car and push it. Like, just drive it. I'm not telling you to drive it out of the compound. Like, just push the car forward. The girl was struggling. She don't even know where the... So,
oh my God.
Please.
Emphasis
on that.
But I like the fact that you're showing interest to, cars.
I love
cars.
Also,
tell me,
I love
what
cars.
What brand would you go for?
I think my first car, maybe if God blesses me.
It's not maybe. You have to work in it.
Manifestation.
Okay,
so I think my first car would be...
You're still thinking. I know.
Okay, my first car would be in...
Don't mind me. Go on, love.
My first car would be... gosh. I think I'll go for a Mercedes.
Okay.
Yes.
Why?
I think I would go... I don't know, but I just feel like that would be my first car. I don't want to do Lamborghini. I don't want to go to...
Baby!
I don't want to
you have to go to...
I don't want to
your Garaya, you have to go to...
No, let's start with maybe
Okay.
the latest one. The latest one.
Benz works. Okay. What other, apart from that?
Then, is it Audi they call it?
Yes,
Audi.
yes.
Yeah, I love that car. Then, I think...
Which other?
A Lexus.
Luxurious brand for Toyota.
Range Rover. How did I leave that? Range Rover.
What do you think about Brabus? What do you think about G-Wagon?
I'm not a fan. I don't know. I feel like their cars are not...
Are you... Don't even...
I feel like their cars are not...
So we'll not fight. Don't.
I feel like their cars are not
that.
cute. I feel, to me,
I feel like you need to go and check it out. This is not even... I don't want us to have so much car conversation here. Even though I'll go further, but I want you to go and check it out. You see all the cars that you even called on, right? Interior, exterior. I don't think there's any that even hit a Brabus. I'm so sorry. You can beg to differ. I've literally seen so many Teslas and all the models and all.
What about a Bentley?
Bentley, yes. I have an issue with Porsche actually. I've been seeing Porsche of late, and I was speaking to the guy I was speaking to yesterday. I was telling, like I was saying before, even him literally had to agree that Porsche is not Porsche. It has a very nice name, but some of these Porsche that we are seeing, I don't know what it is, man.
It's not Porsche.
But honestly, Brabus for me, Mercedes of course.
Mercedes.
If I want to see, I was speaking to the guy that I'm praying to God. I don't want to start with a Camry or anything.
No, ew. What's that? No, what's
Jesus,
that?
I thought it used to be me.
No, what's that? Please?
Okay.
No way.
I like this.
No way.
Ogaraya for a reason. No.
Yeah.
I thought it used to be a me problem.
No,
Because
I
even when
can't.
I have, sure, there's this regular car I've been seeing of late here on the island. Even though, I've heard the background story towards it.
Is it Honda?
But,
Okay.
I have an issue with Honda because of the legs. Even though they said from 2005 they stopped
No, they
producing
have
things
changed.
like
Yes,
that.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
but
Have you seen the latest Honda? You need to see. It's actually very cute.
But would you compare that to, you know what? Let's move on. Okay. Okay, moving on to the last tweet here from Precious. This guy sent me 8K for lunch this afternoon. And when I told him sin, he was like, Baba was expecting me to fall and worship him. I feel like there's nothing precious about this Precious. I don't know if it's a me problem. There's nothing precious about this Precious. Do you know what is 8K? It might be very small, right? But then it's money. It's I mean, the fact that somebody decide that they want to give you small money from what they have, and the only thing you're doing is sin.
Why would you send me 8K?
Why did you ask for 8K?
Did I ask you for 8K?
Why did you ask me for money if you have money?
Okay, you had me. I guess. Sorry.
Why did you ask me for money if you have
thinking.
money? And then I'm giving you 8K, you're telling me sin.
So what else do you want me to say?
The guy is even calm.
Say Odogu 1, Odogu 2.
See, it is simple. Thank you so much. It's not that hard.
Thanks.
Oh, you may have a problem.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, you may have a problem.
Okay, so what's the difference between thanks and thank you?
It's not biggie, but then someone like me, right? I would always prefer that I showed you that gratitude for you to be able to feel it, not just hear it. I want you to feel that I'm actually very grateful for whatever you've done. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Thanks, I appreciate. Keep it moving.
It's the same thing. Keep it moving. Exactly. Thanks, I appreciate. Keep it moving. Thank you so much. Keep it moving. Do you understand? But when you have to tell me sin, the guy is even calm. I'll send him my card number. Send it back to me.
No.
Send it back to me.
Aura. No.
I'm not. So you know it's aura for aura.
No.
So you see this. You see the problem. So you know that what you are doing, Colin, makes sense. You know that what you are doing does not make any sense.
Maybe what if the relationship they both have is more like, okay, they are very good mutuals and all of that. So and you're like,
what is sin?
Sin now. I've seen the money. Thank you. Okay. Sin.
Was thank you added?
Sin means I've seen the money.
It was more like, see, you say sin when you're the owner of the money, right? And I'm giving you your money.
Okay, like
that's
you
different.
borrowed and you're giving me
exactly.
back. Okay.
That's different. But where is my hard-earned money? Babe, you're not there when my boss they tell me say you're not doing work properly. You're not there when they're telling me you're playing. You get what I'm saying? You're not there when I'm trying to chase a customer that tell me, Auntie, please, you're disturbing me at night. I do everything to get my money. You ask me for it, I give you 8K. And then you tell me sin. You refund me my money. It's simple. It should be the charges that left my account. I'm just being extra, but this is me saying that it does not make any sense, and that's why I said this precious is not pressuring. It's
just try and be
come on,
5K. Do you know what?
See,
if I see somebody to give me 5K,
even though you don't mean it, just say the thank you and keep it moving. Do you understand?
Yeah,
most of the times, even when I tell people thank you, let's not lie. I really didn't mean it like that. But you get the memo, right?
Sure.
It's important that you appreciate it. You let them know that, I see the thing you're doing, and I'm thankful for it. Even though most of the time when people do certain things, it might not really sweet you that much. You might not really be excited about it. But has the person done it? Yes. Was effort put in? Yes. Did the person take his or her time to do it? Yes. I call the person the respect.
Yeah.
Do you understand? It's simple.
True.
What's it be saying? My guy, you gotta refund me my money, I beg.
Try.
Oh my God. Women are Lord. You get shakara, I don't get it. Person give you money finish thing. Why you asking me for money if you have it? I beg, let's go on the shop break, guys. So come back with the main gist. Me, I say I can't wait. Please stay with us.
Hey guys, it's your girl Purple Diva, and I'm live here at Gossip Gala. I want to say a very big shout out to Gossip Gala. Peace out.
Thank you so much for staying with us. And now it's time to gossip. All right, the first story is from Odumodu Black. I feel like that name is
I love
heavy.
it.
I love it.
Yeah.
I don't even know how you put
Carries
all of those
energy.
things. Do you understand?
Yeah,
It's an
true.
industry machine now. What do you expect?
Yeah.
All right, so we have here Odumodu Black advising upcoming artists against taking upfront payments from record labels. Nigerian rapper Odumodu Black cautions emerging artists about accepting advance payment from record labels. He emphasized that while such payments might seem beneficial initially, it often comes with a stringent contractual obligations that can hinder artistic freedom and financial growth. Odumodu Black advocates for artists to thoroughly understand contract terms and consider the long-term implications before committing. Emphasis on what he said actually. I mean, what better person to actually tell us these details than someone like him? Do you
Yeah.
understand? I think he's one of those persons that actually even started independently. Same
Yes,
with
true.
Charlie Poppy as
Charlie
well. Do
Poppy,
you understand? Yeah. Because if see, there are so many people, so many artists that have actually gotten it so wrong with the whole you see that excitement of me I never even know anything. What did they call me, make I can't sing. Hey God. You know that excitement that comes with, the fact that you've had people that they have looked up to call them to, come and sing and let them see how good they are and all of that. So most of them lose focus and they end up signing contracts that they are not even supposed to. I mean, there's so many cases we've seen with the Naira Marley,
Mohbad
and all. So
yeah.
I feel like it's a wake-up call for many young artists, uprising artists, like I like to call you people. It's important that when you see, I get the excitement, I get how people want to, people to see you, want people to hear your voice and all of that. But at the same time, you have to be very cautious of the kind of contract you're entering. And like I said, what better person to come and give us this gist than Odumodu? Do you understand?
Yeah.
I like how he has come out to educate
Even
people that
Skills
come
talked
in.
about
Yeah,
it,
talked about
yeah.
it one time. Yeah, it's very, very important. Many people have been saying it actually. Even I think about 2-3 months ago, we've had Tiwa Savage come out to
Funke
say
Akindele
things.
talked about it,
See,
yeah.
because it's a pressing issue. Do you understand? Like I said, I get the excitement. I get that you are excited that
Emotions everywhere, butterflies and all of that.
But
yeah.
please, it's important that you also know what exactly you're going into. And I didn't even know, like what Odumodu said, the fact that they will have to give you a certain amount of money first before you even start properly.
They do it.
Oh wow, why? I think probably for them to be able to get certain things from themselves, to build,
No,
themselves. So what exactly do they use the money for? I want to be
I
sure.
feel like most of these record labels, when they give you this money, automatically you are indebted to this record label. That is what Odumodu is trying to
of
say.
course.
Because once you get this money, you have to you have to work times
You have to make the money.
of what normally you're not even supposed to do because you need to pay them back. It's
Yeah.
a loan. It's like going to bank to take a loan to do a business and all of that. And obviously you know that you have to work times too
Yeah.
so that you can refund them back their money. So I think what Odumodu is saying is correct, because a lot of all these up and coming artists, their own is they just want to blow. They are just looking for a record label. If I've had someone say, I can't wait for this I can't wait for Olamide to sign me. Once he sign me, I don't blow and all of that. But they don't know that the game is more than that. The music industry is more than that. You cannot use your emotions to sign a contract.
Yeah.
You cannot use your emotions to wanting to be signed by a record label. It's just like what I think Don Jazzy said something he talked about something. He was like, most of these upcoming artists, they are looking for a record label to sign them, but we don't have anything. When I go to your page,
You're not doing anything.
You're not doing anything,
Exactly.
and you want us to sign you and all
True.
of that. So I just feel that as an up and coming artist, focus on your craft. Be dedicated to your craft. Focus on your craft. Ignore all this. Just focus directly on your craft. You don't need, I feel like personally, you don't really need a record label. Let's be frank. You really don't need a record
To
label.
be honest.
As long as you can do these things yourself, you are topping the charts, your music is trending and all of that, I don't think you need a record label. You get? So as an upcoming artist, just keep pushing yourself. And if eventually a record label approaches you, good, bravo, be wise. Read through the contract. Be sure that this is something you want to do, because a lot of these people, they don't read through. It's just the excitement that finally a record label has recognized me,
Right.
and all of that, and they just sign it, and you find out that okay, the first year is going well.
Of
Second
course,
year,
the first year will go well.
you start to see and you're like, what's happening? You not think
You're
your
not making
village
money back
people
for them.
is doing you and all of that. And before you know, that's when you now start having issues. I don't like my record label boss. He's this, he's that, he's this, and all of that. That's where you start having different type of issues and all of that. So I think what Odumodu is saying, focus on your craft, keep pushing. Trust me, collaborations will come here and there. You don't even need to be in a record label for you to get collaborations, deals, and all of that. That's just it.
I like the angle of, you don't need to be in a record label for
Yes.
you. Because, that's why I gave an example of Shali Poppy and Udumodu. When they started, I doubt if they even started with a record label. Do you understand? I think even Fido at some point. Many of them are actually they're independent artists.
Yes.
I think Shali Poppy has his own
he has his own record label,
now,
yes.
where his brother is even in.
Yes,
So,
he
I
does.
mean, you can actually do it without a record label.
Without
That's the problem.
it. True.
And it takes us back to understanding the market. What exactly do you think if you put out there, people would listen to? Do you understand? Anybody I work with right now, I like to ask them that question. If you're sending something to me, and you want me to vet it, first of all, ask yourself: if you see this thing on social media, will you appreciate it? Will you like it? If you say no, then why you send it?
That's why, as a
Do you
creative, you need
understand?
to wear the shoe of people who are watching.
Exactly. It's
That's
simple.
just it, yeah.
Because I think that's a problem that most people make. Do you understand? Because trust me, if you you do a record, record a song now, you send it to your friends. The least you can do is tell you that the song makes sense. So now it's going.
Friends are not nice when it
portable
comes to
here
things
and
like
man,
that.
in head
True.
go blow, in head go scatter. My guy, listen to your song.
Put in the work.
Leave out the fact that you are the one that sang the song. Listen to it and tell
Vet
me
it.
if what's the name now? A Whiskey sing this song. Will you listen to it? Do you understand? If you are able to answer that a yes or no, then you know that okay, this song can be actually you can put it on all streaming platforms. People would listen to it. So that's the problem. Honestly speaking, right from the first day, I've said this so many times. Right from the first day I heard Charlie Pop, right from the first day I heard Odumodu, I just know they had to stay.
Yeah, true.
Do you understand?
True.
They had they were ready.
They were ready for the industry.
With the potential that they have, they don't even need to be in a record label.
True, they
Do you
don't.
understand? They were ready.
I feel like record label in a way. I'm not trying to shade any record label here.
Tell me.
I feel like record label in a way it tends to like tie you down because there are so many potentials that
Right.
you have, but you can't do it because trust me, your record label will be the one to streamline you. They'll tell you, okay, this is how I want you to sing,
sound.
this is
Yeah,
how I want
yeah,
you to sound, and all of that. So you might not really express yourself as an artist and all of that. So that's why my advice to every upcoming artist out there is
I like to call them uprising.
okay, uprising artists or
Yeah.
uprising whatever, just focus on your craft and make sure that whatever you're putting out there is quality and all. And don't be too eager to be signed by a record label. Rather than being eager to be signed by a record label, be praying to God that God though bring collaborations for me. I mean, look at Portable. Portable, is he even signed? He's not signed now.
No, it's not.
He's not signed, but I mean, he got a collaboration with
With Olamide.
He got a collaboration. Is this Skepta or yeah?
Skepta.
I know. So I just feel
International recognition.
so it's now
I
using it to
mean,
do like so. I just
Portable
feel
is
like
a kid.
exactly. So I just feel like just focus and all of that. If the record label deal comes, fine, good, all good to God. Make sure that whatever contract you're signing, you read it
Yeah.
to the last. Understand If you don't understand, have a legal
Please,
practitioner
practitioner, it
with
is
you
important.
and all of
In
that.
short,
and
whether
keep
you
it
can
going.
read or not, let a
Yes,
legal practitioner
have-
say
yes.
it. Because
And-
there are some terms when it comes to law that I'm sorry, you just might not know about
And
it. Do you understand?
have somebody that is what's it called, that is also nice, because some people can be evil. They will read the contract, that's why, because they know that they can benefit from this. They not tell you sign is good and all of that. So
Yeah,
that's just
true.
it.
Sha.
Yeah.
Some lawyers can be.
Yeah, true.
We'll be all right. All right, there's some interesting comments I see here. Let's start with Osas. And it says, greetings, beautiful ladies. Greetings, Osas, I see you. I hope you would invest your dollars before you buy a big car. A big dollars car. Okay. Start with real estate before, because cars depreciate the minute you drive off the lot. Plus
Okay.
the maintenance is, I think, high. Please be financially wise. Thank you so much, Osas. Trust me. Trust me.
She put it
we,
into
we know
consideration.
this. You're putting it into consideration.
No,
As if
me,
you
I'll
don't know.
put
Me, okay, I like that. I like how she's putting it into consideration.
Yeah.
I know about these things already. Do you understand? But thank you so much, Osas. I hear you. Then Edwards. I mean, I see Edwards on this one. This person says hashtag Osas. You know, replying to Osas, and it says, "Abi, great advice. That's what wealthy people do. Real estate is a good way to start." I like that. I honestly speaking, let me hear you first. What do you think about real estate here in Nigeria?
I feel like the real estate here in Nigeria is actually improving, and it's actually growing. So I kind of agree with them. So if you have that huge amount of money, I feel like you just take it into real estate, because trust me, land appreciates. So you would make so much money that you can even afford to buy whatever type of car you want to drive. I know. But when I said I want to own this type of car, I cannot be flying bus now. I cannot be entering Uber every now and then. Do you know how much? By the time you calculate everything in a month, that's a lot of money. And also, I mean, if I have money, first thing that will come to my head is to actually get a car to aid me, to aid my walking about, going to work, going to this place and all of that. Then after that, I can now consider real estate. I'm sorry. That's just my take.
Oh, no wonder you're taking it into consideration.
Yes, into consideration.
Honestly speaking, it's not possible for me to have a certain amount of money and I want to get a certain amount of car and I don't have a business that can actually give me times two of that. I'm not stupid. Do you get? I mean, I am someone, in as much as I love the good things of life, I try to ensure that everything is on point. Do you understand? Why will I want to spend so much millions or billions of dollars on a car when I don't even have a business that can actually give me double of that? That doesn't even make any sense. Even though, I mean, we see some people here in Nigeria, actually the Yahoo boys. Maybe there's one story like that. Like, yeah, it's true. They do it a lot. There's one story that trend like that, where you have a Lamborghini Urus and you don't have a house of your own.
Some of them
here in
sleep
Lagos.
inside.
That's crazy to me. Do you know how much a Lamborghini Urus is?
You can buy like.
Do you know how many plots of land you buy in Ikorodu? Let's not even go far. Like, are you joking?
I get your point.
No, it doesn't. See,
True.
It doesn't make any sense to me. And most of the times, when you see people that do all of these things, are people that don't even. I mean, where they got the money, it's not very genuine. Most of the time, they don't even work for it.
If you work for the money,
if you work for the money, you will not do that. You will not gather the money and go and buy a Lamborghini.
You will not do that. You will never do that.
It's possible.
So people that spend money anyhow, they are not the one working for it.
Exactly.
That's why.
That's
but
the
when
problem.
the money is coming from your sweat,
my guy,
nobody will tell you.
You go invest and
True,
well. When you don't invest and well,
true.
then you can buy a Lamborghini Urus. So yeah, thank you so much, Edward. Thank you so much, Osas. Please keep bringing up the comments. I really appreciate. All right, moving on to the next one. This particular story, I'm so pissed. I really don't know what's going on with Deeone. Trust me, I don't know what it is exactly. But let me read this out. And it says, Deeone blasts Davido over support for VeryDarkMan. I think it's even you that should do this thing because you're a Davido fan. So I don't know what's going on with Deeone. Because let's start with this. We already know what's going on with VDM, right?
Yeah.
How he was, do I say arrested or adopted, whatever, everybody choose to, say it is, right? We know about it and what's really happening. Now, Davido felt like it was important to also state out that please, let me quickly read this out. And it says, outside all the noise, right? It's good to see that the good ones does actually impact lives and people actually appreciate. The support I'm seeing for the VDM everywhere is encouraging. Make one wants to do more for the masses. Free my guy. And look at the message. Well passed, everything on point. And then Deeone felt it was important. Of all the nonsense that he had to say, oh Jesus, I'm so sorry, permit me. Of all the things that he had to say, right? The one that actually got me pissed was where he said, that's the reason why Whiskey and that's the reason why Whiskey and Burna Boy are better than him. God. Have you checked the statistics for you to open your mouth and say
you see that Deeone, they need the same thing they did to VeryDarkMan. They need to do that thing. Like, they need to beat him because, trust me,
they need to beat him.
They need to beat him. They have not wiped him cord before. That's why he just comes online, pick his phone, and says...
Blackberry cord,
they need to wipe
in his neck.
Like, give him one. Honestly, when I saw that his video, I was just so pissed. I was just looking at it. I was
what is this one saying?
In his mind now, he has made sense. Honestly, he has made sense.
You know the funny part was where he said that Davido is doing all of these things for publicity
like
stunts. So what are you doing your own for?
How?
Hey God!
Out of all the videos,
tell me,
Deeone always makes is either he's chasing clout or he's just saying things that doesn't make sense.
Do you understand?
Now let's even come back to VDM. everybody knows VDM, although sometimes VDM can be,
It can be extra.
it can be
We
extra
get
and all
that.
of that. But I mean, VDM has done so many things that even some people cannot
much
do.
good,
Most
actually.
most of your faiths can't do. Most of your pastors
but that's
can't
shady,
do,
yo.
and all of that. I know. So and people are now championing support
Yeah.
for VDM, and you're coming out, and Davido talked about it, and you're coming out to compare Davido, Burna Boy, and Whiskey.
Like, from
where
where to
was
where?
that? How was that? Where was it coming from?
Do you
Because I don't
understand?
understand. What does that have to? What does it? Now he wants to make me speak, but I don't know because honestly, Deeone should just keep quiet because he
See,
all his videos, everything he says is just out of points. Honestly, because I don't see where the comparison, where I don't know why he had to bring in that comparison between
Like, I
Davido,
mean.
Burna Boy, and Wizkid. At this point, you can't even compare Davido to Burna Boy. You can't compare. Let's even leave Burna Boy aside.
You can't compare Davido
him
to Wizkid.
Like, please.
It's simple.
Go and check
This
your
is
numbers.
no caps.
Go and check it. So
Guy.
he was just saying rubbish. He was looking for numbers. He was thinking the Whiskey FCs will come and say yes, they'll be championing him and all of
My
that.
guy.
But he just made a fool out of himself.
To be honest, see, I'm not going to take out the fact that there are certain things that I've heard you want, say that make sense.
Sometimes.
But on this one, it's a no,
1%.
It's okay for you to say that. Oh, you don't. We know how you feel about VDM. Do you understand? That's already established.
Hatred.
Whether it's hatred, whatever he feels, that's on him, right? I really don't care. Do you understand? So we get it. But when you now have to bring in other people because you want to drag VDM, doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't
to me.
make any
Why are you
sense.
going for Davido? I'm so confused. Then you now have to bring the whole comparison of Wizkid and Burna
that's
Boy.
why a Burna Boy and Whiskey would be better. Like,
It's uncalled for. Do you understand? Then speaking on the VDM story, just like I said when we said the conversation, I don't see a reason why people are going to protest. Though there's no need for it. People should please your energy, everything, put it on something more important. I'm not saying VDM story is not important, but it's really on the EFCC, right? For them to give us clarity on what exactly is going on, why they arrested him. There's no need for the whole protest.
Honestly
We can do the whole thing
Sure.
on social media. There's no need for that, please. That's how our government will see us now and say very lazy,
Very unserious.
very very lazy. You,
I not tell you. That's how they
beg.
are. You get that.
you don't understand.
I feel like that's how
any
they
small
talk.
thing they just come up
They
for
want
protest.
to protest
I don't understand.
and all of that. So
I beg.
I don't think there's any need for that.
This
honestly.
country and wow, people make me laugh effortlessly. Like All right, moving on to the last story before we go on a short break. We have here skills recount performing for inmates after clash with billionaire. So we have here Afropop singer Skills have shared a deeply personal and unexpected experience involving detainment following a dispute with a billionaire figure. While the specific details of the clash remain private, Skills revealed that during his time behind bars, he recognized his fellow inmates who urged him to perform his popular song. In an attempt to uplift spirits, he obliged, and the impromptu concert reportedly led to more favorable treatment from both inmates and authorities. Now, reflecting on the ordeal, Skills described it as both humbling and eye-opening, shedding light on the harsh realities of the Nigerian detention system, even for celebrities. So I like this story so much because it points out two things. One, even though he kept the so-called billionaire anonymous, right? I feel like it was important for us, and he didn't shed more light on exactly why his manager was arrested and why he had to say, oh no, you cannot arrest him. And somehow, only for him to get to the station, they also told him, Oga, you to go to the cell. We need to understand that, because tell me why they're arresting somebody that, I mean, you arrest the manager, right? I wish he gave us more light on that, really, but that doesn't make any sense for me, because, I mean, looking at the story, now you arrest the manager and somebody is saying, oh, arrest him. You went to the police station to write his statement and you arrest him as well. It's confusing. What exactly did he do for you to arrest him? I mean, I want to understand what the crime is, but that's on him to give us that, info. Now, moving on to where he now said about the detention system. I have an issue with, because I've heard so many ex-convicts, say certain things about the prison, how it is. It's a correctional facility, right? Again, these people are criminals. They are still humans at the end of the day. So in as much as you want to treat them like criminals, also don't forget the fact that they are humans. Do you understand? Where I hear stories of, a particular small room, we are having 200 people.
Yes,
we are having 300 people. That's crazy. How do you expect them to breathe?
Have you been to Ikoyi
Again, they are
prison?
just criminals. They are not. They are just criminals. They are also humans as well. You should be able to treat them as humans that they are.
Yeah, have you been to Ikoyi prison?
I don't want to be there.
You need to go there. Like, I prison is not even a place I pray for anybody to go to, because the living condition is terrible.
No, it's
So
not supposed
if
to be
somebody
so.
tells you that, they spent a night in cell or in prison, there's a difference between cell
Yeah,
and prison.
yeah,
So if they tell you they spent a night there, then you should know that they went through hell.
a lot.
Do you know what it means for you to be in a small room with, I don't want to say thousands of people, because it's more like as if I'm
You're
exaggerating, with hundreds of people, just you and all of that. And sometimes the food, they don't even give you food
Yeah,
to
I
eat.
heard what.
So if your family members don't bring food for you, then you're on your own. You get, and the kind of food they even give them to eat, it's not even it's not nutrition, it's not healthy enough for them and all of that. So I could understand where he's coming from. And we all know this country, we all know the political, I don't even want to talk based on politics right now. We all know the policing system in Nigeria. Whether you did the crime, you did not do the crime,
They'll just put you
they
inside.
just put you inside.
Police
You
is your
get,
friend.
so they don't want to even hear anything. They don't want to hear your own side of the story. And like you said, we really don't know what happened. We really don't know the in total of the story. So we can't really like talk much about it. I know it's just that I'm so sorry that he had to go through that
from
that pain. Let me call it pain.
Emphasis on the whole billionaire story. I just wish that we knew he gave us more detail. But again, I think that will also put him in probably more trouble.
More trouble. So you just had to and we all know that in this country, money is power.
Yes,
so if you don't get money,
hide your face.
That person will get money, they win court case. Haven't you heard that?
Not be first to go police station. Oh my god.
So that person will get money, they win court case. And also I could understand.
And it's so wrong. Actually.
Yeah,
it's so
true,
wrong. Even if we are laughing about it, it's not something
It's
to
not
actually
something,
laugh about. Where people that have money are now, they now surpass the law. It's really crazy. But I just hope that we'll have a better Nigerian future. But for now, it's not looking like that.
No, it's not.
Let's go on the short break, guys. To come back with more gossip. Stay with us.
News and the hottest updates. Do not touch the dial.
What's up, my people? With your boy Zinga Fire, and big shout out to Gossip Gala. If you want to see latest gossip, you want to see latest video, what is going on online, pull up on Gossip Gala. You're gonna enjoy it. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for staying with us. Straight into the gossip here from Likesh. I've not heard of him for a long time
Same
now.
here.
Okay, we have here Likesh opens up on mental health battle, anxiety, and ADHD. Our Nigerian rapper Likesh has opened up like never before about his ongoing struggles with mental health, specifically detailing battles with anxiety and what he describes as his self-diagnosed ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. The artist admitted that the overwhelming demands of fame, creative pressure, and constant scrutiny has taken a significant toll on his mental well-being. He revealed moments of emotional breakdowns and restlessness that often go unnoticed by fans and the public. Likesh is using his platform to raise mental health awareness, especially in the Nigerian entertainment industry, where emotional vulnerability is often stigmatized. He's now advocating for better support systems, including therapy and open dialogue about mental health struggles. What do you think about this story, love?
Well, I feel like HD, it happens to everybody.
Right.
You get, it was just this morning that I'm someone that tends to forget a lot. I'm forgetful.
Right.
So when I set I saw that forgetfulness is
It's part of it.
and I was like, hey, so I get
self-diagnosed
and all of that. So ADHD is not actually like it's not like a severe condition like that. I know, and it affects both kids and children.
Yeah.
And also most people, everybody have it. It's just when you discover it and all of that. And it now depends on how you as a human being, you are responsive to it. And also, I like the fact that he had to come out to talk about this thing, because
Yeah.
not everybody talks about it. And I love the fact that he's championing this, mental health awareness and
Yes.
all of that. So yeah, basically that's just it.
Yeah, just like you said, I like when, people that already have some amount of followership and all of that come on social media to state out certain things. And just like I've said, 2030, I mean, 4-5 decades from now, we are not really talking about mental health. Our parents are always more concerned about your physical well-being. Do you
physical
understand?
well-being, yeah,
Oh,
true.
you get cut, yeah, let's take care of it. You get cough, okay, let's take care of it. Anything that has to do with ailments in your body that they can see, that's what they're concerned about. Not we don't really talk about our mental health. And if emphasis on mental health, because again, if you're not mentally stable, forget the whole body, you're not okay.
True.
Do you get what I'm saying? Because
True.
it's your mental state that actually determines how you do things, how you take care of things, how you speak to people, how you respond to certain things around you. You get what I'm saying? And I think it's something that is, again, we back then, we don't see it as mental health. If you speak to your parents and they say, the reason why that boy, they behave like that now, banjo, they quickly take it back to spirituality. Do you get what I'm saying? So I like the fact that, I mean, Likesh come out to say, even though according to him, he's self-diagnosed, but I mean, it's so funny, but I like how he came out to, speak about these things, because I feel like it's something that we need to keep talking about. And thanks to our age, or thanks to our generation, because I think it's really us that have that, carries in our head and talk
Yeah.
about mentorship
Yes, I
and
have
mental
mental
illness.
issues,
Yeah,
yeah.
please, I'm not mentally stable
Yeah.
right now. Can you let me be? Do you understand?
True.
But I mean, if you remember when we were even growing up, when we just say any small thing around our mental health, like, you'll be fine, you'll be fine.
You'll
Just
be
take
fine,
paracetamol.
yeah.
Just, But right now, you see, there's, I mean, heavy on this. Everybody's asking for therapy. Everybody wants you to go to therapy.
I think I would
You know, it's-
recommend
yeah.
therapy. Yeah.
So I really love it, because, like I said, heavy on, mental health. It's something that we should not just talk about it. There should also be actionable steps. Go for therapy if you need to see. I mean, just do whatever that would actually help you, for you to be, sane. Because, again, this country, where would they?
Well,
The Lord be with us.
amen.
Amen. Moving on to the next story from Lizzie Gold, my Nollywood actress. She says, she has here, she called out her father over entitlement mentality after he gives snob. Wahaland. Let me quickly read out the story. It said Nollywood actress Lizzie Gold publicly addresses her father's lack of appreciation for a substantial monetary gift she gave him during Easter. She expresses disappointment over his minimal acknowledgement, highlighting a perceived entitlement mentality. Lizzie's openness has sparked discussions about familiar expectations and the emotional toll of unreciprocated generosity. I feel like this is a story that we see, each and every one of us know deep down. Actually, the assistant breadwinners of the house, we know about these things. But
Yeah.
again, it's not something that we come on social media to talk about. So I think I will applaud Lizzie for coming out to say it. And I like how she said the video where she said, not be really serious matter. Because trust me, she has not said that. I'm very sure there are people that will now drag her and say, why are you calling your father out? You
out.
know how we can be
Yeah,
on social
true.
media. So I like how she said, not be really serious
Serious
matter, but she
matter.
felt it was important to talk about it. And emphasis on it, because again, our parents are, I don't even think it's a parent thing. I think it's a human being thing,
human
right?
being
We're always entitled to certain things. Usually when we know that this person we are supposed to get this thing from is someone close to us. We believe that, you're supposed to know how to do this. We assume things a lot. That's where the entitlement thing kicks in. Do you get? Now, from her story, she's always giving her father money and all, right? And she surprised him. I mean, like, to her, she sends the money like around that 2 a.m. I think it's even a very nice one. I'll take record of
So
that.
when he wakes up, you
Yes, that's what he says. Like, it's nice. Do you
yeah.
get? So that's something that she has been, be doing. But until the day that Easter day, he asked for it, and she behaved like she didn't see it, right? She didn't see it. Then after, like, by 2 a.m., according to her, she decides to send the money to him, and only for the man to wake up the next day and just tell her thanks. And she's like, I'm not understand. And if you remember when we had the conversation, I was telling you that, but the fact that the man already asked about the money, it was more like he was waiting for it. So this is not even a thing of surprise. To her, it was more like, I'm giving him very big amount of money that I've not even given him before. I'm very sure he's going to be happy, he's going to be appreciative, he's going to, jump and all of that. But my guy, the guy just didn't think about the money. So when this babe go drop money, and I'm very sure if she did not send that money by 2 a.m., you would have actually called her the next day or have texted her. So yeah, to some extent, it's a entitlement mentality, entitlement issue, right? But I just think that with time, again, if you know the people you're working with or you're dealing with, you know how to take care of it. My mom has a bit of this kind of thing. I think it's a generation thing. I don't know what it is exactly. But yeah, you just see it, you keep it moving. And I like how she didn't take it to heart because you already know who you're dealing with. You already know
I
and
think
your
she was
papa.
the one that had to call her dad. She was like, Daddy, didn't you see what I sent to you? And father was like, oh, I sent it. I know. I feel like she was just expecting too much from the father, because according to her, she said anytime she sends money to her dad is always like praying for her and all of that. And this time around, the father didn't do any of those things. And she was like, what's going on? She felt like, okay, let me call him to know what happened and all. So, see, you see this entitlement mentality, it's in everybody. And I feel like I don't think it's something that can be worked on.
It can.
How?
It can. So it starts from you as a person. Why exactly are you feeling entitled to someone else's money? You didn't work. You didn't help the person make the money. So it starts from each and every one of us. How your mentality, how you see things. Do you understand? Even when you see that story that we took earlier, right? Where I send you 8K and you don't tell me, you just tell me sin. Trust me, I was just joking. But honestly speaking, I'm not going to even see no. Thank you. I've keep it. See the fact that I gave you money is not really because of it's
I need you to tell me
thank you anything. No, it was because I felt like you're in need of it and I give it to you. So whether you say say no, you not reply that's on you. But again, it has also given me that mindset, that sense to know next time if I'm to give you money or not. Exactly.
Yeah, I get.
So it's a very simple thing. It's how you actually see things. I am not entitled to anything. Even down to my younger sister. There are times where I feel like as I'm coming back, you are supposed to be happy. I've just sent you money. You're supposed to give me Auntie, fine girl, delicious,
Odogu
everything.
or
But
Achalugu.
again, that's really how I see things. But if she decides that the only one that she wants to do is, hey, senior sis, thank you so much, we keep it moving. Do you understand? So it's really, we have to start from the way we actually picture things, the way we see things. That's the only way we can work on it. Again, it's a mentality thing. It's how you think. It's how you perceive things. So how can it not be worked? Of course it can. All right, we have from Deborah saying, really, who be Dimumu? Yeah, when I don't start. This cloud chaser mad at people for supporting VDM. His jealousy for VDM is too much. Emphasis, Deborah.
Yeah.
Emphasis. Thank you
She's
so much,
right.
Deborah, for your input on this matter. I like him as you impute your own. Make on keep to the impute. They very, very important. You understand? Thank you so much, Deborah. And honestly, I mean, I don't know if it's to say that D1 is jealous, but
He's
to some extent,
jealous.
his actions are
He's jealous.
speaking
He's
of that.
jealous.
So I don't know.
He like his actions screams hatred. He doesn't
Ewe.
like VDM. That's just it. Honestly, all his
But
videos.
so many times he
just
has come out to
screams
say that he
VDM.
doesn't hate VDM. That's the
He
problem.
hates, please.
So may you
He
not be like
does.
say with
He
the
does. I don't see. There's nothing good that I can see with on. Let me know. Let me know over.
Wahala.
Yeah.
All right, cook that thing. We have Ruga on the last story, and it says why I became toxic at age 8. Who knows? See, I don't know how many of you knows, but I love Ruga so much. I love that guy so much. I don't know. I don't know what it is exactly. I don't know what Michael did to me, but I love him so much. So we have here Afro Fusion star, that's Ruga, gave us a certain revelation about his early life, stating that he began exhibiting toxic behaviors as young as age 8 due to unresolved childhood trauma. In a recent interview, Riga explained that these behaviors became defense mechanism, right? A way to cope with deep-seated pain and emotional neglect. He admitted that his early experiences shaped how he formed relationships and navigated emotional intimacy in adulthood. Ruga's vulnerability is part of a larger effort to spark conversation around childhood trauma, its long-term psychological effects, and the need for emotional healing. Heavy on this Ruga story. So let's even start with this. First off, do you know that this is something that even when we are young, it happened to us. I remember I'm very sure I had one uncle or the other that said, "Ah, my girlfriend with this, or my boyfriend with this." Do you understand? Even though I mean, some of us didn't take it very personal. Some of us didn't even know what it meant. Do you understand? But fortunately, Ruga knew what it meant. And there was this auntie that was always calling him my boyfriend. I was always addressing him as my boyfriend, right? And somehow he just mentally put it there that, oh, now my woman be this. Oh, God, this is crazy. Now my woman be this. Do you understand? Until the day that he saw her with another man, they were dancing in the bedroom. Let's put it at that. And when he saw that, he got heartbroken.
He felt,
This story is so
sorry.
funny, but it's funny and not funny at the same time. You get. So he felt heartbroken at the age of 6. I feel like even before that time, he has already been exposed to certain things. Because
he has.
for you to be able to know what the word boyfriend and whatever is, and the fact that you're able to see two people on top themselves and you already knew what they were doing at the age of 6.
You felt then that means
I'm so sorry, Riga, but yeah, I feel like you've actually already know this thing even before the age of 6. So, I mean, that's how I feel about the story. But coming back to it, right? I feel like emphasis on childhood trauma. There are many of us that have been able to, see these things and we walk through it. I mean, there's a time we're talking about, sexual abuse and all of that. Thank God I've never been raped before and all, but I've actually gotten to that point where it was so close. Do you understand? And it's not even once, it's not two. This is so many times. There's this injury I have in my leg here, and then there was this my I think from my dad's side, his elder sister's son or so came to stay with us, and this guy was literally showing me his manhood. Honestly speaking, as at that time I had injury in my leg, he was supposed to be taking care of me, but the guy was doing past taking care of me. Do you understand? There's this time too where we went to my mom's cousin, right? Where there was this fellowship that we had or so. We went there, and my mom's cousin's husband was showing me. So it's not even, and I'm telling you, these things that happened to me. I was still in primary school. Let's not even go to secondary school and the things I saw. Do you get? But at the same time, most of us, I really don't know what it is. Probably where we had parents, because then I was able to tell my parents, and they were able to teach me, and I was able to pass through all of these things, and I don't feel anything about it, because there's certain times when I think about it, and I'm like, okay, with all of these things that have happened to me, I think I'm supposed to be hit men and I'm supposed to be thin men in a certain line. But unfortunately, I don't. Do you get my point? So on this one, I get, Ruga's point, and I just hope that, the fact that now he knows his problem, I hope that he seeks the necessary medication, the necessary attention that he needs so that it can be better. Do you have anything to say in less than a minute so we can?
Well, I just want to emphasize on what you said. I think the reason why you feel better and you don't see people in a particular type of way, that's because you got the necessary help,
attention,
and attention at a very tender age, and
right.
So that's why you are so open and you can see people differently.
Yeah.
But some people who were not opportune to get that, that attention, that love and care and all of that. Trust me. That's why a lot of people say men are this, men are that.
True.
And there are some ladies that actually have real hatred for men and all of
True.
that. That's because if you go back, they had so many things that they had to deal with, and there was nobody to talk to them. Even their parents were not even available for them and all of that. And they grew up with that mentality that, okay, this is how they are and all of that. Yeah. So I love the fact that he had to talk about this, and I just hope that that mentality and that toxicity is not there anymore.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Ogive.
welcome.
I will drag you again this week. Oh.
Garaya, please.
All right, my guys. We'll see you
Bye.
tomorrow. Bye.